Greetings, everyone. I think we're live. Tonight, no studio, no big computer, no light, but I need to make sure we're live first. So let me make sure we're live. Oh, we are live. Beautiful. Okay, thank you. It's nice to see all of you guys there. Marino, I see you there, and John. Hello from South Wales. Was good seeing Johnny from ATP has arrived. Will be great to see Fish again.
Hello.
That's Fish. And Mitch Ashdown, welcome to you. John Larkin, welcome to you. Kay Bell over there in Australia, welcome to you. Yeah, the volume's going to be a little low because tonight, guys, this is about the level that we can talk at. So we have, as you can tell, gotten to Fish. And we're going to talk to Fish in a minute. We have Zhenya here, right here, who can translate for Fish. And we just want to thank you for being here. What we're trying to do, look here, Fish, Sergey, he says. Sergey says. Anthony Norton with a thumbs up. Petra Olsen, Fish, hi from Sweden. Привет из Швеции.
Да. Hi, Sweden.
Ma Rose, welcome to you. John B 151. No problems, earphones cover it. Great. Thank you. Fish from Australia. K Bell. Australia. Gabriel, привет.
Привет, Australia.
He said hello to Australia. Michael Michaels, I have my volume turned up full and it's still very hard to hear you. All right, let's do a little bit. So I'll talk a little bit louder. We'll do this like this. Hopefully that'll help you guys. But help us out tonight to turn it up wide open for you. Bobo Uzala, everybody loves the Fish. Leslie Bochelle, hi guys, nice to see the Fish. Love from Spain, España.
España.
Love
Love
Spain.
you too.
Richard Bennett. Okay, so I'm looking for the love of God. Can someone get JP a cup of tea?
So I was thinking about a call sign, right? So everyone has call signs out here. And Pierre asked me earlier what my call sign was going to be. I was thinking philosopher. I was thinking that's a bit swanky. I'm not going to go philosopher. And then I was thinking we've been on a journey today to try and find some oat milk that I can have in my tea. So I think my call sign should be oat milk.
Okay, his call sign is oat milk. So what I'm going to do is put him on the first train to connect to the first plane out of here.
Tea bag or oat milk?
All right, let me get some more messages here, guys. John Hare, hello from Somerset, UK.
Somerset.
Fish greetings from Shaftesbury.
Shaftesbury.
Okay, UK.
Yep.
Dorset.
Dorset.
Steve A, welcome to you. Ma Rose. Oh, Privit Rika. Ради вас бачити.
Я теж дуже радий читати вас.
Michael Michaels, Ronnie Franken. Fish Flanders loves you, hero. Ronnie is from Belgium. Belgium.
З любов'ю до героя.
Okay, maybe tomorrow, hugs the fish.
Дати обламашки.
Hugs the fish. We may have lost some light here, but we're okay. Love from Saskatchewan, Canada. We'll leave the light like that. Jeff Snysuk, Ukraine, the beautiful, from the United States. Simon Woodson from Atlanta, Georgia. Shah. Nathan Fody. Okay, Etta Chelovic, Dal Tibet Patch. And he says, okay, so Nathan Fody gave you the patch.
Nathan, thank you very much.
He says, Slava Ukraina. Oat milk, love it. I'm gonna catch up with all the comments, then we'll get going here. Chris Shinoff, stay safe. Love you guys from Cleveland, Ohio. Fish is giving you guys hearts in there. Richard Bennett, Bob Uzala, love Ukraine. K Bell prefers soy milk himself.
To be honest, I prefer soy milk in my tea. But
Може, позивний був досоєво молоко.
Chris R1250 GS JP looking good, great t-shirt.
This is my atypical philosopher t-shirt. You see.
You'll like this one. You ready? This is Kevin Forst. Oat milk. Okay. Greeting from the MAGA-occupied Oblast of Florida, USA.
Привіт, особливо окупованої зони з Флориди.
Maybe tomorrow said thank you for hugging. So that's done. Jeff Snizu, warm greetings from Western New York. Chris, lots of love from Henley-on-Thames.
Henley-on-Thames.
Okay.
It's a jolly nice place to live.
Jolly nice.
Do you fancy going out boating today?
Do you fancy? No, not today. Not today. JDO, is that ATP? I just got here. JDO is one of my longtime supporters and a moderator on my channel. Yes, this is the legend. ATP Heather Wiley, welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. Tracy Berry, Slav Ukraine, Mongol. Love what you guys are doing. Stay safe. JDO, yes. Susa, Jonathan, get Greg to pronounce Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Very
Worcestershire.
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 K-Bell, Australia, сказал, серьезно имеет самый лучший улыбка.
Так, точно.
Sergey has the best smile. Greg Watkins, hello from Southern Florida. Larry and Deborah Menninger.
Larry and Deborah.
Oh.
Hello from Pennsylvania. All right, let's just chat a few minutes. We'll ask Fish a couple of questions. I'm trying to watch chat, and I'm gonna flip this over to Legend now. If you have a generic question, maybe you'd want to ask Fish tonight. We have a few minutes with him. Please, I'll try to watch. Okay, Jompy 151. Jompy 151.
Ще одне домашнє
Okay, done. So, Johnny, you take over, share your thoughts. So, guys, here's the ground rules. We can't tell you where we're at. The light will have to stay dark, and we'll have to talk at the level we're at. But we're here, we're with the guys, and I'll be watching if you have a question for Fish. But Johnny, take it away.
So it's been a really good day today. We've had a lunch with Rick the Ukrainian. That was fantastic to meet him in the flesh. And we are hoping to do big things going forward with regards to working in a group to help raise much needed money for guys on the front line. So that was fantastic. And then we are somewhere else in Ukraine, and we are together with Fish. And many of you will know Fish, but some of you might not know Fish. So it's probably a good time to reintroduce him. I'm really bowled over. Fish has given me a gift here, which is a metal Ukraine map that says "With Ukraine in my heart" on one side.
And it's made.
And
Segundo. Okay.
And it says "To Johnny Pierce," and it's got the Ukrainian trident there from Fish. And that was really kindly given to me by Fish. And
now, here's a piece of information you may not know.
no,
Do you know what that is made out of?
I was wondering, but I didn't want to ask.
Would you like to ask Fish?
Fish, what is this made of?
З чого це зроблено? Це латунна гільза 152 калібру.
It's a shell, artillery shell, 152 millimeters.
152 millimeter.
It is a
which
152
is a
millimeter.
Soviet.
It's a
Yes.
Soviet shell.
Soviet shell.
So Fish has taken the Soviet shell and had a guy custom make this for you. So the Soviet shell now cut into the shape of Ukraine and given to you as a gift. Your name.
Ukraine has overcome.
Стоп. Обнімашки.
Oh, you gotta give a hug.
Окей.
У нас така тенденція. Пішла.
I see the tendency in here, so I don't want to skip it.
So I know that many people will probably know why fish is called fish, but why is fish called fish?
Чому фіш звати фіш?
Pause, time out.
Pause.
First of all, you can already see, Jonathan is on the universe side, I'm on the divine side. But he doesn't understand what's happening here. The spirit of prophecy just hit him because the question in here is, fish, why aren't you called fish? And you just asked it.
Виглядає так, що типу
It's because I'm
пророчество
omniscient.
зійшло з Бога. В чаті хтось записав, чому фіш?
That is quite a big fish, and what he's holding is quite big too.
І так, це велика риба. От, і то, що він тримає. Серйозно. Чому?
He's a fisherman.
Я професійний рибак.
He's a professional fisherman.
And when was the last time? Oh, here we go. So this is a
First place.
first place.
Yeah, he's champion.
Champion
Professional
fisherman.
fisherman.
When was the last time you fished?
Коли я останній раз, крайній раз
До війни.
рибалив before the war.
Тут дуже багато є водойм.
There's so
І
many
на
lakes.
кожен сезон я
And for
купую
every season,
снасті.
I'm buying, all the stuff for fishing.
Мене вдома завтра
Fishing
побачите.
accessories. And then
Осінні є
they're
снасті і зимові є.
And I
Але ні разу не
all
пройшов.
the kinds for the winter, for summer, but it's staying here, but never used it.
So he's got all the kit, he's got all the gear, he's got all the idea,
Yeah.
but he can't get to use it, and he hasn't used it since he's been at war.
Да, тобто в тебе все є, але ти не можеш користуватися.
Tomorrow, we're going to take you to a special place, okay? And you will actually see Fish's tools and his fishing rod. You will see. Рибалка тут.
So how long has Fish been fighting in the war?
Скільки ти, з якого часу ти воюєш?
З перших днів.
The first days.
First days.
Yeah.
And was he already signed up then, or did he sign up as a result?
Ти вже в той момент був в лавах? Чи ти
Ні,
прийшов?
Я працював на роботі, будував великі будівлі.
I was building a big, many of them floors buildings. Was
He's
my
in
job.
construction and a professional
Construction.
fisherman.
Я інженер.
Engineer.
And then the war started,
Війна почалась.
and then did you say, right, I need to.
І ти що?
Я здав всю роботу. 2 тижні мені потрібно було для того,
I
щоб
needed
здати
2
всю
weeks
роботу.
to finish, to finalize what I was doing, that project. And
Паралельно в Одесі будували дуже багато блокпостів, тому що Одеса була на
at
той
the same
момент
time, on
дуже
Odessa, they were
опасній.
building a lot of different checkpoints. It was dangerous area, the dangerous place.
Ми будівельна компанія,
So as a
так,
building
мали
company,
якийсь
construction
ресурс,
company, we were doing that.
і цей ресурс
Then
будували
we became a that
різноманітні
source,
укріплення там і так далі.
and we started to build that time.
Мгм.
And we were building that stuff first.
Потім позвонили хлопці, що
So the guys called me
формується
that
підрозділ.
these one of the unit being in the forming and invited.
And can we say what he does?
Это хорошо. Скажешь, что ты делаешь? Твой работа?
Не.
No.
No.
He's a soldier.
Okay, he's a soldier.
Yes.
Okay, so
A very important soldier.
that's the next kind of question.
No,
I had.
but thank you. But you know what? You're amazing. So, guys, this guy's a professional because this is his first time in Ukraine and first time in a war zone. So there's different rules we go by.
Професіонал працює.
And
Прямо
I
в
just,
ефірі.
you were very. May I use one of your words? You were very keen to catch yourself and go, hold on, maybe I can't give that information. So thank you, Johnny, for that because we got to keep this guy safe.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Згідно протоколу
So-
це робиш.
What do your family think? I mean, does he have a family, and what do
Тебе
they
є
think of him
сім'я?
doing this?
Якщо да, то що вона думає про то, де ти зараз чим займаєшся?
Є дружина, є
I
дочка.
have wife and a daughter.
Дуже гарна дружина, дуже гарна дочка.
Beautiful.
І їм
Wife,
дуже вже
beautiful.
надоїло, що я тут.
They are fed that that I'm here.
They're tired of war.
Tired of war.
Tired of
They're tired of it.
I mean,
So a beautiful wife, a beautiful daughter, 5 years old. Did you say?
5 років.
Ні.
Don't
6.
6.
6 years old, and unfortunately tired of him being at war, but that's going to be the case with so many
Having no
families.
father close, having no husband close, that distance.
And how do you get to speak to her on social media?
Ти якось спілкуєшся через соціальні мережі.
Yeah. So that's one thing. But how often have you been able to see her in person, and how often does that happen?
Як часто в тебе можливість побачити її? Як часто?
Раніше кожен день, зараз трошки посварились, то через день.
Before it was every day, now we had some tight moment. Challenges, yes, and so not as often.
So she's
Але
local.
насправді використовуємо.
No, she's a long ways from here.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
a very long ways from here.
Yeah.
So no, she
Насправді стараюсь використовувати кожну можливість.
In reality, saying seriously, I'm trying to use every possibility to contact.
Yeah, but I mean to see her in person, like
it's a challenge.
Yeah. As in to
Живо
go.
побачитись.
Can you rotate out?
Ти
Does that
можеш
happen?
залишати десь позиції і ти їхати туди.
Ну, на весну запланував.
I plan it having on the spring.
У нас є 30 суток. в
We
рік.
have 30 days in the year.
Це або 2 відпустки по 15
We
днів,
can split
або
it for
3 по 10.
2 by 2, like weeks each,
Right.
and then use it.
So that's
during the
interesting.
year.
30 days a year.
30 days of rest, 11 months on duty.
Right, that's a good bit of knowledge there. Thank you for that, Fish.
Дякую за це.
Does the audience have a question?
Yes, they do. So John Larkin is asking Greg. Well, first of all, JDO asked, what kind of fish was that? It was a carp,
Yeah,
Okay.
a big
a
carp.
big carp.
Що це за риба
Secondly,
така була?
Greg, can you ask, this is John Larkin, can you ask Fish how his fellow soldiers, meaning the guys in his team, how are they keeping up? How are they doing? How's his team?
Як твої пацани в твоєму підрозділі? Як в них справи? Так, в двох словах.
Можна взагалі без слов.
It says no words needed. That's it. Everything is good.
Ну, нам нема чого розстраюватися.
We have nothing to be sad about.
That's good. I'm sure that's not going to be the same for everyone on the front lines, and that's
Я
really
думаю, що
good.
так не завжди буде, якщо напередку. Ну,
Well, let me help this question a little bit, because you guys need to understand. I've known Fish for pushing 20 years. He is an amazing human being.
хотів би, щоб ви зрозуміли більше. Тиша.
He is a very high-level soldier with a lot of responsibility,
Професійний солдат.
but he is always going to be positive.
Але
Always.
його відношення, він намагається завжди бути позитивним.
Kevin Force, thank you for that super chat. It will go to Fish.
Дякую за це.
Let me ask the question this way.
Що не знаю.
Fish, is your job dangerous?
Твоя робота небезпечна?
Дуже.
Very.
Have you lost fellow soldiers and your brothers in arms?
Ти когось втрачав з твоїх братів по зброї?
Да, дуже багато.
Very, a lot.
He's lost a lot of guys. See, but the answer he gave you was super, because that's the Ukrainian spirit. But Jonathan, you know, being your first night in Ukraine, you will learn so fast. The Ukrainian spirit is we're good, we're fighting, we're standing, but the reality is he's got a very dangerous job,
Дух українців.
and he's lost a lot of brothers in arms.
Absolutely.
And he fights on some of the most difficult positions. He's a hero.
Ну, розстроєному ж важче, ніж
Being sad much
Триматись
more
там.
hard to continue to fight and to go to live if you like being depressed.
If you let it get to you,
Yeah.
life becomes harder. So you've got to
Yeah.
build up.
моє серце дуже часто плаче, але я ж
My heart
не маю
crying quite
своїм внутрішнім станом впливати на
But
других.
I
Я
cannot-
вибрав впливати добрим настроєм на
And
других.
in my choice, I made a choice to be a positive and bring in a positive influence to others.
Якщо я прийду, буду
If I come,
ну, як я підніму Грегу настрій?
We'll never, I mean, encourage a person by that kind of attitude, being sad, depressed.
We just ate a meal here
Ще не поїли, повечеряли.
called plov. rice and meat, and fish cooked for us, and had it waiting for us, and was just so honoring. And while Johnny and Pierre here and Zhenya were getting set up at our location, I ran quickly with Fish to another position where a lot of his guys are, and I know them all well, his commander. And when Fish walks in with the other soldiers, the atmosphere changes. When Fish walks in, the smile, the joy, and the commander I'm getting to know very well, he came to me just in that few minutes we were gone, and he says, Greg, I need to tell you something, and I want to show you something. They lost a guy to an FPV drone 2 days ago, and another one was injured. And he's showing me and sharing it with me, and you know, and I'm giving condolences, and you know, we're standing with our brothers. But in that type of atmosphere, Fish is like a rock, because he's trying to keep joy and hope. Because if we lose hope, we're done. And it's not just Fish, but there are heroes like that you will meet all along this 1,000-kilometer long front that is going to change your life, because you're going to get insight into Ukrainian character that you can't get by reading an article. But you're sitting there, and he says, no, you got to stand up and hug me. And no, I want to be sad, but I can't be sad. We have to have hope and joy. That's Ukrainian spirit. And I'm just honored that you're here, Johnny, because
I'm thankful that you facilitated it.
No,
honestly, truly brilliant.
we're a team, man. Chris R 1250 GS 999 pounds. What is this British elk?
It is the international currency of legends. I think you're fine.
It's going straight to Fish. Let me keep looking here.
And thank you for watching and for contributing
Chris R,
to
thank you
the
so
live
much.
chat. It's really good.
Yeah.
So what is one of the things that Fish needs, well, not him personally, but his unit needs most at the
Якщо
moment?
ти міг озвучити якусь саму таку проблему, не проблему, а потребу, яку твоєму підрозділу потрібно щось, що б ти озвучив?
Я озвучив, напевно, є такий дрон, вампір великий, він носить 82 міни.
And it carries the heavy mines, 80 big mines.
Я думаю, таку нужду.
The big mine heavy carrier mines.
So they need most a big drone, like an optical,
yes.
like the Baba Yaga, or
Yeah.
Баба Яга, да.
so that would be good for dropping IEDs, for dropping explosives on enemy positions. Is that what you want?
Щоб скидати на позиції ворога.
Він дуже багато несе відразу.
It carries a lot at once.
4 міни може 82.
Up to 4 mines
Точно?
4 mines, so they're dropping
at one.
mines rather than
Well, they call it that, but it's
or an explosive.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Because they are talking, you know, they can drop mines as well, and yeah. But yeah, interesting.
Richard Bennett, 25 pounds, giving it through our church there in the U.S. straight to Fish. I got you there, brother. Thank you. John, does Fish know how to play rugby?
Регбі колись грав? В регбі.
Ні, я колись був дуже
He's got a good physique for it.
I've been a really teeny guy at time ago.
Let me tell you something. Don't mess with this dude. I mean,
З ним краще.
He'd be good. So I used to play rugby.
I know you can take him, but I'm not sure.
Ну, може, ти
I reckon
роздолав, бо
I reckon
я
he-
ні,
I'll
але я
I'll introduce him to it.
Okay, question coming in from Richie 182. In Fish's opinion,
на
How-
думку твою.
does he believe that Russia can be defeated?
Як
And
Росію можна здолати.
I'm just very interested maybe to hear his viewpoint and
Цікаво
stay
було
strong
послухати
fish.
твою думку послухати і залишайся так само сильним.
Можеш ще раз повторити?
Як, на твою думку, можна долати Росію? Здолати її
Розумом.
як ворогом? By mind,
Технологічно,
technology,
стратегія,
strategy,
все те, що в нас є,
everything we have.
ясно, там, я зараз себе прямо якимось політиком чувствую, що я випрошу якусь допомогу. Без
I'm
допомоги
not a politic because I
Європи,
feel like
Америки
that.
ми точно не
Like that,
зможемо.
but because like I'm begging, but I'm asking not, but without the help of Europe and the United States.
Якщо брати з Росією отак на руках боротися, то ми її не поборемо.
If we would go like that way, like I'm resting, we will not
Але
make
якби
Russia. Take Russia.
якщо Грека взяти як Росію, зараз,
Don't do that so you make you're good. You're,
то я б, напевно,
make sure they're hearing your translation.
Okay.
Yeah.
якщо,
Mark,
якщо Грека брати як Росію, мене як
Якщо
Україну,
if Greg would be Russia and I'm Ukraine,
Oh.
and I said, look there, Greg. Look there, Greg.
стратегія, ну, хитрий.
Tricky
So
things.
strategy, technology,
Технологія,
but also
стратегія
the help of other
і
nations.
допомога інших націй.
I mean, one of personally to interject here, like I've been speaking to Greg and Zhenya and Pierre, and we've all been talking about this today. And I've said this a number of times on my own live streams that it's just stuff. Ukraine just needs a bunch of stuff from predominantly the US because they have the most stuff.
Просто
Just
потрібно
thousands of HIMARS missiles, thousands of Storm Shadows, thousands of ATACMS.
таких ракет.
But it's just a lot of stuff. When you give them the stuff, they'll go, we know how to use that. Bang, 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 bang. Just, it's really frustrating me that we've got the stuff, they have the need, they've asked for the stuff, and we are unable to give it to them for some reason. And that just blows my mind.
Не підходить.
Sorry.
No, it's perfect. I think, you know, when you're here, you realize that, but then I think it also gives you, Johnny, for you, it gives you like fuel to understand that your reasoning is accurate. Because you're saying, okay, I'm seeing here a real hero beside me. He's mentally stable, he's a man of hope, he's smart, he understands tactics, they need stuff. So it reinforces your thought lines there.
Sure.
Jan Rollis,
Yeah, JR mentioned I'm going to do a mapping update
he says,
after this.
he said, hi to JP from me.
Legend.
Hi,
Hey.
done, okay. Yes, King Raccoon, salute, he is the king.
He knows that the raccoon drives with you, yeah?
The raccoon has segments on our stream. Johnny, you ain't seen nothing
I
yet,
ain't seen
baby.
nothing yet.
Nathan J. Fody, I'll translate this one. Знаешь патроны, да? Но мы не скажем патроны, мы скажем
Конфети.
конфети. Нужен больше конфети.
Цукерки. Українські.
Нужен больше конфети.
Потрібно більше
Okay,
цукерок.
Nathan, the question is, does fish need more candy? And the answer is yes. So candy will be coming. Secular Sky, welcome to you. My friend, welcome. Let's see, there's another question here coming up. Jonathan made it so exciting. Okay, so Chris, R1250GS. Thank you for that, but no, do not do that. Can you take a donation via Super Chat for the big drum? Yes, I can, but if you are wanting to give for that, I would request that you go right to the description, go to my website, and donate. There's two options there, PayPal or via direct. It'll be on the donate page. That way, it all is going, and YouTube's not getting paid for anything. The Super Chats are great, very appreciative. Every penny goes to these guys. Buy Me Coffee is a much better option, but ultimately, when we're talking like that, please go to the direct giving, and our team back in the States manages all of that. So thank you for that. That's the answer to that. Tridents Against Tyrants. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Fish. He's a very good guy, helping us so much. So I really appreciate
I love that's one of my favourite YouTube names, Tridents Against Tyrants.
it. Is pretty cool, isn't it?
Because of the whole trident, obviously.
Yes, a code amount for the drones was ending in 01. So if you want to help with that, and listen, we've got so many things unfolding on that avenue. Project Eyes in the Sky, that you will be seeing that very soon. As you guys have learned by being with us so long, or coming that, and Johnny's going to understand this a whole lot more and be able to express it even when he gets back home, is it takes time to facilitate things here. So all of that's working. So 01 is the end code for that, meaning if you want to donate for that and you want to donate $10, just donate 1001, doesn't matter what your currency is. That way our guys know. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl Whitley, for helping that. How much?
Cheryl's a legend.
She is a legend. And you ready for this?
Always ready.
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, my friend. Tucson.
Hey, but I'm a redneck from the southern part of the States, even though I live in Pennsylvania, we call it Tucson. You can't say anything around this cat. He speaks the Queen's English.
It's like Arkansas. It's like Arkansas.
Shenanigans, you stud, does sound familiar. So shenanigans, we can't do that for 501c3 purposes, but we can do other things, other ways. I saw your question, and I think you'll get that. John P. 151, Greg, the live chat last night with Pete was so emotional, and the donation to Pete was epic. Let me say a couple of things about that right now. First of all, it was very emotional. You will be hearing more from Pete. In fact, we will be with Pete in a few days. We will do another stream with Pete. But as far as the donation, that's not me, that's not Johnny, that's not Rick, that's not Dr. Gertis, that's not anybody else. That is us. That is all of us around the world working together. We're just facilitating. We're just hands. An avenue. So thank you for that. John, when I send my next PayPal is better, is it better I send in dollars or pounds? It doesn't matter, John. It converts it, and it gives the fair exchange on foreign currency. So thank you for that. Or in Tohono O'odham, man, she's speaking like a foreign language now. She's smart.
Was that English?
I don't know what that language that was, but it was something.
Not Yankee Doodle.
No, it wasn't Yankee Doodle. So I'm trying to read all the chats. Thank you guys for all of that. So what we are now, Johnny has arrived, and this is what you're going to be seeing. Yes, as far as I know, as it's possible, you're going to be uploading your videos and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit
What
of that
is your
tonight.
schedule? What is your plan? Because a lot of your guys are here.
So tonight I'm going to do a mapping update, a news update, and within that I'll talk to them about my experiences so far.
Beautiful.
With all the OPSEC involved. But I'll try and put out a bit of usual content because JR's kindly done the mapping for 2 days and I've been unable. I was doing one in the car, my laptop ran out of battery because, stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be doing some videos in a second.
Yes, and we're going to be, going as live as often as we can. So for those of you that are, I know what's going to happen. Jordan Rolo said, don't let him worry about the mapping, Greg. Tell him to soak in the experience.
This is true. I have been wondering about that.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that's the message
how to
from
use my
JR.
time. But I think I do also need to get my head around the map.
Okay.
It's
So
just
you
one of
got
those.
your backup plan there. How much is one of those big drones? I've had 4 or 5 questions in the chat. for
Скільки
that.
цей дрон коштує?
Там різна зборка, є різна комплектація.
Different setups and configurations.
Його можна пихати,
From
прикати.
від і до.
Да,
Від
від і
чого
до.
стартує? Яка сума?
Десь від 30 тисяч
Що таке?
доларів.
From 30,000
1,5 мільйона.
USD starts.
This is a serious deal.
Yeah. This is the one you've seen.
Yeah. It's the one I see?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let me interpret now, guys, for you in some code English.
Бачив.
Yeah? Okay. So I personally have seen this, experienced it at a unique level, and what Fish is talking about is, basically between a 747 and an A380. It's a monster. So
Sorry to.
30K USD.
Yeah, this article says 20k, so
It's not the one there. That's not the one.
yeah.
No, that's not even in the same ballpark.
Mhm.
I was just in the place a few days ago.
Yeah,
Johnny,
yeah.
you stay nice. You might even go there.
I better be a good boy.
Ви ж себе добре поводите, я тебе теж там заведу.
All right, let me catch back up.
Yeah, vampire large attack.
Okay, Richard Demme, thank you for that. 10 going straight to Fish and Tucson. I got that. Let me catch up. Rick Berry, Geroim Slava. Rick Berry, I did get your message. I've just been rolling. I will give you a call, my dear friend. Michaels, Fish, do you have a dream job or activity once the war is ended? Maybe you want to go on a holiday or business. Are you dreaming about something after the war?
Чи в тебе якісь є мрії, плани, думки, ідеї щодо чим зайнятись після того, як закінчиться війна?
Я народився в місті і все життя прожив в місті.
In a city and I mean, was living in a city all my life.
Хочу поїхати
I want
десь в
to
село,
the village.
в велику превелику теплицю, можливо, 2-3, там як далі буде. І буду вирощувати якісь овочі, зелень. Там.
Planting, some vegetables.
It's just a simple life.
Yeah, хочеш
Living-
просто життя просто.
Enjoy existence. Looking after.
Насолоджуватись просто тим, що ти живеш.
Ну це мрія,
It's a dream.
я 15 років займаюся реабілітацією
But 15 years
наркозалежних людей.
I was involved in the rehabilitation process of alcohol and
Alcoholics.
drug addicted.
І я
Helping
розумію, що з усіма
I
своїми
realized
навиками я
with
не
all
зможу
my
просто
experience,
займатися зеленню.
It wouldn't be possible for
Сьогодні
me just
велика буде
being the
проблема
one who
з
will
солдатами,
work with
ну,
planting. So probably I will be working with the soldiers and other people.
тому серце кличе
My heart
туди.
calls me
Мозги
there,
хочуть
my
відпочити,
mind
а
wants to
серце
rest.
кличе туди.
But heart calls there, helping people.
And yeah, Fish is from a big city. He lived in an urban area all his life. And you asked about his dream, and he said the word Maria, which is dream, and he wants to be a country boy. And that's awesome. Chris R1250GS just donated 180 pounds and 40, what would that be called?
Pence.
Pence.
I was going to say P, but
Okay.
then you might tell me to go to the toilet.
Well, you are a professional at that. 180 pounds, 40 pence. Thank you. That's Chris R1250GS. Thank you. And it'll be marked there. JR, so a donation push for the 30K one. Yeah, so here's what's going to happen, guys. We've got some serious plans that are in the works with the great and dear, kind, smart, and lover of all things Ukraine, Dr. Gerdes, with Rick, Johnny. We're talking about some type of marathon, telethon, all of these things
Думаємо про марафон телефонів.
to raise
Всі разом.
some serious support.
Унікальними докторами.
Not that we haven't raised serious support, like it's shocking, but we're talking about something we could collaborate together on, even on a grander scale. Bring in Starsky, bring in, I'm doing a video for Warthog right now, maybe bring in who knows? Just, we'll see. But this would be something definitely we'll be pushing for that.
Щось буде дуже серйозно.
Wishing B, we love you, Fish. Thank you, Greg, Johnny, and Jania. $100 gift going to Fish.
Сотня доларів. Персональна фіш.
Greg, if you don't help JP with trying shish kebabs, Napoleon cake, and Kiev cake, I'll be extremely disappointed. Man.
Well,
It's
so
absolutely a must.
you said that earlier today in a different message online, and I read that because I'm still sad enough that I'm sitting in the car reading my YouTube messages, right? And I read that message you said, not that one, but the same one you said earlier. And he said, well, we've had shish kebabs because we had that today. I have failed in my veganism within a day. Badly. So we had shish kebabs for lunch,
On kosher shashlik, by the
І
way.
шашлик.
but
Тому
we're yet to have
я належав
Napoleon
своїм
cakes
віганством тут в Україні.
and Kiev cakes. So we
Полетів
were
до віганства.
So he's had
And I
the shish
couldn't-
kebab.
also couldn't say no to his lovely rice and meat based meal that he cooked very kindly.
З м'ясом тут
and
теж туди.
I was so polite that even though I'm a vegan, I had seconds, but only to be polite, not because
Ну,
I
це я
liked
все
it.
робив заради поваги до людей, тільки за цього.
This man may be a vegan, but for these days that he's here, I think he's going to be a very bad vegan. So yes,
oat milk.
the shashlik
Я
is.
думаю, може, хороший
Listen,
веган, бо
okay,
наступний
You know,
буде
we're just having a
жахливий.
wee bit furry, 9.99 pounds, going to Fish. Thank you. 9 pounds 99 pence. Yeah, we trying to find Johnny a little bit of soy milk or oat milk, and we went into this little grocery store, and it's gonna be hard to find in Ukraine, but we'll do
Oh,
our
no,
best.
oddly, we found two shops with coconut milk and almond milk, and I'm so picky. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not quite good enough for my tea. It's like, but that's more in the
But
UK.
it was just two places.
Coconut milk's is rarer than like soy milk and oat milk. So you know. I bet you didn't think you'd be listening to the conversation about oat milk earlier.
Yeah, but it's you know, people are seeing, they're hearing this is reality, and to be quite honest, guys, for those of you that I was going to say this, and I know I'm going to get a few calls from a few of you guys or messages. OPSEC is good, secure. This is all under permission, 100%. We are close, but permission.
Щодо приватності,
We're
все
through-
погоджено.
It's dark, and we're in an unknown location, and I'm through multiple VPNs, so we're golden. I'm actually streaming from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Ефірець транслює з Гонолулу з Гаваї.
There was another
Technology.
question here.
Technologies.
Da, only we bit free. I got that one. Sorry. Okay. So, what kind of training did you go through? Not to tell your job, but how long was your training, and what is training
Час
like?
займала підготовка.
That's for you, JR.
Взагалі.
Мені повезло, я перших півроку просто тренувався.
I got luck in this. So first 6 months of my life I was training.
Мені повезло, мої командири, вони професіонали, вони викладалися на всі
They
100%.
were the 100% of what they could to help me to
Which
do the best.
wouldn't happen now. You wouldn't if you were mobilised
Ну,
now.
якщо б
You
це
wouldn't get
зараз
6
сталося, в
months.
тебе не було б такої можливості, так? При тій ситуації
Ми зараз використовуємо любу хвилину.
Now we use it every minute, every single minute for trainings.
Багато разів їздили просто тренуватися, окрім роботи.
Beside of our job, we looking for these small minutes, any chance to get more trained.
So I'm basically, Jane and I are basically here with Fish almost weekly. Every 10 days we make our loop pretty much. And in the loops that I've been making since I've been here, I've been to with the guys. I've been to combat medic training with them. I've been to Eyes in the Sky training with them.
І очень много бачив. Тренування, які
And now this
бачив.
time we're doing a stream, and then of course we'll be with them tomorrow. So it's non-stop. It's non-stop
Без
work.
зупинка.
Ем.
Постійна робота.
John Larkin said, "I've already got you converted."
I think he's got his work cut out for that.
Skeghead, you're one of my early guys, man. Much love to you in Australia, buddy. Thank you. We're going to finish up here in just a second. We thank you for being here. Miriam, maybe. Miriam, somewhere. I'm doing my best, guys. Please tell Fish we will always support Ukraine.
Передайте Фішу, що завжди будемо підтримувати Україну.
Heart from
Thank you
Ukraine.
very much.
Greg, take care of Jonathan. Gotcha. You all make a great job, and that greeting is from Germany.
Das ist wunderbar. Dankeschön.
No Prigozhin cyber attacks. We got that covered. Yes, Chuck Yammer's Hawaii is nice this time of year.
Так. Хавай чуть.
Listen, we can't tell you anything, but John, was that a pretty Hawaiian walk into where we're staying?
Like, I don't normally almost die when I walk anywhere. Like, it's generally, I walk around my house in slippers, and that's quite nice. Occasionally I stumble a bit because I've got MS, and I'll fall against a wall, and I go, that's all right, I've got a wall there. I'll tell you, like, I take one of my boys ice skating on regular occasions, and that was icier out there than my boy's ice rink. And it was almost comedy. If it wasn't for Zhenya, I would have been arse over tit, I can tell you. I would have been out cold.
I can tell you this, there is a lot of ice in Hawaii right now.
Yeah.
Listen, this is just good. Are you enjoying this?
He can't understand anything, he's fine.
В ефірі тут.
Нормально, я просто не розумію.
I understand nothing, but I like it.
Понимаешь, Любовь.
He's thinking about his holiday in Hawaii.
Zoe Blackmore, 10 pounds. Zoe Blackmore, 10 pounds. Love the fish and everyone in Ukraine. Straight to fish.
Тут було набагато більше. Я б там помер, якщо б не Женя.
John Larkin, has JP explained the word quamble?
Cockwomble.
Oh, cockwomble.
It's
Listen, you
I'll
have
explain
these
that later.
strange UK friends.
That's a great word.
I love
by the
them.
way.
Yes, this is Greg. We will. Ecuador rocks. Ecuador, awesome. All right, let's put it on a 3 or 4 minute countdown because this guy doesn't anything. Okay, this is interesting. This is cool. We'll end with this.
Це прикольно. Давай з цим закінчимо.
Do you have a question that you would like to ask John?
В тебе, може, є питання, які б ти хотів
On
задати
your
Джону?
Leviticus omnibatan.
Він є питання, які спеціаліст геополітики.
Or what my favourite colour is.
Наприклад, які в мене любимі
Це
кольори.
шкода чи ні?
Ні,
No,
серйозно.
seriously.
Він каже, може ти питаєш, який в мене любимий колір?
Ні, не про колір точно.
То два такого.
А чи розуміють всі, що Україна перша, хто столкнувся з Росією? Якщо Україна здасться, впаде, програє, то вони підуть далі.
Up to your opinion, does the world and other countries realize that Ukraine met Russian aggression first like that here?
Я зараз
And
бачу.
if Ukraine may fall, Russia will continue going to other countries.
Є така вираз такий,
And there is a saying,
допомагаючи другому,
helping
ти
others,
допомагаєш собі.
you helping yourself.
Yeah, this is so much to talk about there.
Справді дуже багато про це говорити можна.
I wondered this myself. I wonder how serious Russia would be about going on from Ukraine if it took Ukraine.
Сам думаю про це, як далеко вони готові піти.
But whether you think it's realistic or not,
Ну, не знаю, наскільки це реально.
you've got to make sure it doesn't happen. So it's an insurance policy for the rest of the world that we don't allow, that we help with all our might
Должна була якась політика страхування.
Ukraine to win.
І ми маємо все зробити, щоб Україна перемогла.
I think when you listen, the best thing to do is listen to the Russians themselves. If
Я
you
думаю,
listen
щоб це зрозуміти, треба слухати русських.
to the Russian propagandists on
Їхні
television,
пропагандисти.
they tell you what they really want
А вони насправді говорять, що вони насправді хочуть.
in their dark dreams that they have after drinking too much vodka.
Особливо після того, як багато водки приймуть, вони про це все говорять.
They will tell you
Вони все розповідають.
what they want. They will talk
Чого
about
вони
Eastern
хочуть.
Europe, they'll talk about Poland, they'll
Вони
talk
коли
about
вони
the
говорять про
Baltic
Східну
states.
Європу, про світ геополітику.
And it doesn't seem like they would want to stop there, but
Ну, не виглядає, щоб вони хотіли зупинитися на Україні.
more about carrying on into Europe in some kind of imperial war. The worry is just allowing them to get closer to Iran, to North Korea, and to China, and to start having that become a power block in the world.
Туди не
That's
хотілося
what
б,
we
щоб
need
вони
is-
були разом, з'єднувалися. Оце питання хвилює.
I don't think people realise around the world
І я не думаю,
Enough
що люди
people
по
realize.
світу розуміють або не до кінця розуміють,
how bloody
наскільки
important this is.
наскільки важливо, вкрай важливо, кроваво важливо цей момент історії от зараз.
For you, but for
Для
us.
тебе і для нас.
So let's close with this. We'll do some final statements here because I know you have work to
Давай
do.
завершимо з таким
He's got a
ствердженням.
war to fight.
Мгм.
Same question for you.
А тобі це саме питання.
Do you think
Ти
if
думаєш,
Ukraine falls,
якщо Україна впаде,
there'll be more from Russia?
Росія піде далі?
Я впевнений.
I'm sure about it. They will go. If
Вони
Ukraine-
хотіли би
They wanted
переступити через Україну і
to
піти
step
далі.
over Ukraine and go there.
Ну, Україна
А
дуже
Ukraine-
багато штиків поставила.
Use this, you know, like a
Ну, чи це правильно? Україна,
knife, like sharpened stuff. Sorry.
вони сюди їхали в парадній формі. Вони навіть не всі мали
So
зброю.
Ukraine stop it. And they were
Вони хотіли
having
переступити. І далі
uniforms
тут
with
розповідати
parades.
свою пропаганду, розповідати.
and they,
Але я
they
думаю,
were
що
going to share their
попередні
propaganda here.
домовленості, коли
And
Україна
I think
віддавала ядерну зброю,
Previous agreements when Ukraine were giving out their
деякі
nuclear,
країни мали би не допустити
other
того
countries
взагалі.
had to
Ми
stop
сьогодні
it.
розмовляємо, з тої сторони вже є війна.
And
Але
now
є
we talk
країни,
that
які мали
from
би
that
бути
side there is
гарантом.
war already active and they
Не
there
допустити
is a
взагалі.
countries they
А
were
ми сьогодні розповідаємо, коли вже війна 2 роки,
for this
повномасштабно,
and now we
і до
talk
цього ще
already
8,
2
10
years
років
of
війни.
war and before that since
І всі
2014
країни
almost 10
великі,
years,
вони
all the big
думають,
countries
що
they
робити.
think what to do now.
Ось так я бачу це
This is what
питання.
how do I see it.
So Ukraine is a stepping stone to the rest of Europe.
І
That it's
ти думаєш, що
sharpening
це такий
its knives. Russia is sharpening its knives on Ukraine to use on the rest of the world, and we need to be wary because Russia has got a very bad record for adhering to any treaties, any peace treaties, or any agreements. They break them all the time. Is that how I understand that?
That's
Як
exactly
я
what I'm
розумію,
saying.
що Україна якраз стала тим камнем преткновення, тобто про яку перетнулася Росія і
Can't trust them.
Мгм. В мене є молодший брат.
окей, I have a younger brother.
І коли ми вчилися в школі, в нас 2,5 роки різниця.
We have difference 2.5 years between us in age.
Ми переїхали з одного міста в друге
Being
місце.
studying in school, so we just moved that time from one place to other.
І так як я старший, мені
Because
було
I'm older,
легше
it
пережити
was
цей
much
переїзд.
easier to experience that,
мої комунікації, мій підхід до життя, мені було легко це.
It was easy for me.
І мій товариш новий на моєму місці підійшов до мого брата і каже: хтось обідить, скажи
If
мені.
someone will hurt you, tell me.
І він не спостерігав, коли його ображали. Рік, два, три. Він, коли його образили, він прийшов і розібрався.
He never seen during the years how the other were abusing that guy. But when he saw it, he came immediately and fixed it.
Можливо,
Maybe
сьогодні
today
все дуже політизовано.
it's too much politics in all of it.
І ми не зможемо навіть докопатися до
We
справжніх
will
якихось
not
проблем.
be able to get through all of this to the very root of these problems.
І що сьогодні відбувається, ми
And
тільки
what
можемо
do we
здогадуватись, як
Maybe
мурашечки
what's going on,
маленька.
maybe we can guess about like some small things.
Але я відчуваю так, як я попередньо сказав.
How do I feel it? I just shared it before.
І я готовий
And
з
I'm ready
посмішкою
with a
йти до
smile.
кінця.
To go until the very end.
І в нас є такий вираз
And we have said
разом до перемоги.
together until victory.
100% Slava Ukraine.
Героям
Very
слава!
much, brother. It's really interesting, and guys, there'll be more of this. It's
Це нормально?
super, super. He just asked Jenya, so okay, what I said, and I said super. Okay, so I'm trying to end it so Jonathan can go to work, but I'm going to ask this question. This one's mine, and then we'll give a closing
Це
statement.
моє питання.
I know you're an eternal optimist.
Я знаю, що ти всередині оптиміст.
Okay,
Да.
I know it.
Я знаю це.
But when you see now 2 years into the war,
Коли вже 2 роки
Sorry.
в війні,
2 years after this invasion,
після
10
цієї
years of war.
повномасштабного вторгнення, 10
Это
років
лучше,
війни,
чем сказать. 10 лет.
так краще.
Paolo Adam, 50 straight to fish.
Ще 50 тобі.
Адам.
Adam. Честно. I said be honest. Does it ever bother you any the way America is fighting about supporting Ukraine, or maybe European nations disagree? Do you even think about it, or does it bother you at all?
Взагалі тебе якось чіпляє,
What
як,
happened to us?
як Америка там на рахунок допомагати Україні, і як, коли, і чи да, як в європейських країнах це от сперечаються на рахунок допомоги Україні. Тебе, як українця, це чіпляє?
Чесно сказати?
Я
Да,
being
чесно.
honest,
He said
Не
honestly.
вникаю.
I'm
Мене
not,
це не
not
цікавить.
going so deep.
Okay.
Я зараз сказав то, що мене не цікавить, я там не вирішую.
The things like
Ви запитали моє бачення,
You asked
але в мене є
my
дуже
vision.
багато моєї
Let him
роботи.
finish. They make sure they get your English. Okay. Скажи и после этого он переведи, потому что это важно, они слушают.
Я роблю свою роботу, і я маю бути кращим на своєму місці. А там нехай вирішують свої люди. Я вірю, що кожен на своєму місці, мені батько колись казав, старайся робити хорошо, а як-небудь само вийде. Я стараюся робити хорошо свою роботу. А там нехай домовляються другі. Що я там? Ау, мене навіть ніхто не почує. Мене воно не ціпляє.
I have my job and I'm doing my job at the best way I can. There in the political world, then have own job and responsibility. I will do my part, they will do their own part. My father, he was teaching me that you do your part the best way, because the way so goes itself. So this is my attitude. I'm not trying to be there deep. I'm trying to be deep and the best on my level in the job I'm doing.
Якщо я буду зайнятий ними, я свою роботу не
If
можу
I'll be
робити.
being busy, well, if I'll be busy by their thoughts, their job, I will not fulfill my part.
So this is interesting because it's about what you have control over and only being worried about things that you can control yourself. It's kind of like that is worrying, but I can't do anything about it personally in the job that I do. And so I need to let other people deal with that. Kind of, that's
Yeah.
how I understand it.
Тобто, то, що я не можу, на що я не можу впливати, я не намагаюся. То, що я можу робити тут, що я можу міняти, тут я впливаю, тут я міняю. Правильно? Так.
So the way I understood, I don't know if it's yourself or Fish, and this will be my closing statement.
Okay, so we'll start with Johnny's closing statement.
Sorry, but it's this idea that if you just had Russia, Ukraine, and I don't know, the UK, right? And we saw Russia attack Ukraine and was really aggressive to Ukraine. It would be like, well, it's really obvious what's going on here. We need to help Ukraine because that's the right moral thing to do. But we live in a world where there's this matrix of 180, I don't know how many countries are in the world. And within countries, like say the United States, there are all these different political entities working together in that country, and that's the same in every country. And so when in this entire matrix, one country like Russia goes, I'm going to attack Ukraine, everyone else goes, well, I can sort of see that's bad, but if we react in this way, then it does this, and then there's all these effects on all these other things. And it's so complicated that it's not just the easy, you are the bad guys, you're the good guys, we need to help you. There are all these other tensions going on, and that just means that the world can't react often to what is actually a really clear thing. They can't react in a clear way because there's no clarity, there's just complexity. And it's almost too complex for the world to be able to react in the right way to Ukraine, so bloody obviously.
Якщо взяти, що є три країни, є Британія, Велика Британія, є Росія, Україна, і Росія напала на Україну, і це зрозуміло, дуже все просто, що це моральний просто обов'язок, і це просто нечесно, треба захистити Україну. Але все світова спільнота, як держава, вони всі між собою вони сплетені різними сплетіннями. І як ніби все дуже мало би бути просто, щоб сказати, так, Росія не права, все, але це потягне одне, друге, п'яте, десяте, двадцяте. І виглядає так, що іноді майже занадто складна ця вся ситуація, щоб світ побачив прості речі. От. І what was the complexity, and it's almost not possible
To react clearly and easily and
ясно і дуже
obviously.
простим, зрозумілим чином відреагувати на цю ситуацію. Така от ситуація, типу, світова.
You start trying to react and then all these other things move in different directions.
Все решта, вона просто рухається, вся система.
Місце шутки є? Жарт.
Конечно. Правильно.
Без перекладу я зрозумів, що це Росія.
He said, okay, without the translation, I got from that picture, obvious, this is the Russia.
Yeah, we need to cut the finger off.
Я це розумію.
Ти знаєш, палець треба підрізати.
Рашу треба підрізати. Я розумію, що вся світова спільнота і Україна так само не можуть назвати 10 років це війною. 8 років АТО.
10 years for what we had, a war. Of the 10 years of war.
Тому що правила, там
rules,
оці ниточки,
and
оці всі ниточки
threats
так зав'язані, що в людей навіть язик не повертається
that
назвати
people
війною.
cannot name the war a war.
Yeah.
Я це все розумію.
I understand that.
I know.
I see it.
Я бачу, мої очі відкриті.
My eyes
Очі
are
серця
open
мого
and
відкриті.
the eyes of my heart
Хочу
are open.
відповісти ще на
I
попереднє
want to
запитання.
answer on the previous question.
Там, де я не можу повпливати, я не лізу.
The places I cannot influence, change something, I'm not going there.
Я лізу.
I'm going,
Я віруюча людина,
as a
я
believer, I'm
стою
going.
на колінах перед Богом.
I'm
Кажу,
praying.
допоможи.
God help.
Help me, тільки ти можеш допомогти.
You only can help. So this way, I'm influencing as a Christian.
I think about this as like my area of influence that I can control are the people I talk to, right? And hopefully I can change people's minds in a way that I think is beneficial for the world, right? Whereas that's not something that Fish does. He goes and fights in a war where his fighting is in the Ukrainian landscape against Russian invaders. My fighting is in the information space against Russian invaders in the information space, but also in trying to convince people that maybe their interpretation of the world isn't as good as maybe I think it should be. And I know that's subjective, but I don't want to mention the T word. But you know, when I get a message like this today, you might be a good influence. When I started listening to you in 2022, I was a Trump fan. Now I see him as demented and evil. I don't underestimate your worth. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet there, but
No, that's
like,
fine.
because sometimes I think, why do I do this? Does what I do make any difference? But actually, if I can have some positive impact, and that's just in one political way, but hopefully in a way that gets people to vote or to talk about this, to vote in the correct way that helps Ukraine, then that is my contribution to the war. Not as valuable as your man's here, but we all fight in our own ways. And you guys coming out here and doing the work you do is your fight for Ukraine. And
Well, the reality is this, we're to the point now that, you know, you said the T word, so I'll go ahead and help you out a bit. We're to such a point now, and Johnny, I'm just gonna tell you, your world, and I don't, you know, the connotation with rocked is this, and I'm hoping that you don't have to experience this. We're trying to keep you as safe as possible, but you're in dangerous places, okay? Period. Very. And I don't understand how, no matter what your political affiliation is, no matter what your religious background is, religious, non-religious, I don't care. Left, right, middle, yellow, green, white, black, purple, from Mars, wherever. If you can't look at this situation as a decent human being and say, this is wrong, and we need to do everything we can help, but you're such a prideful human being that you think, whether it's Trump, Trader Carlson, Taylor Green, or anybody in between. I dropped some golden ones for you there, sir.
my blood's already boiling.
I'm getting you going. I don't care. Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, I don't care. I'll call any name now. And I'm spreading it all out. If you look at it and you say, you know, I mean, it's important, but it's really not that important. There's more important things in the world. Then your worldview is very skewed, and your understanding of what is right and wrong is skewed, and that's a huge problem that we're trying to fight against. And what I love about this is you're on the left, I'm on the right, but man, we are like locked on this, and in between us right now is sitting a hero. Okay? And we're a team, buddy. Where else can you do that? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The guy gonna be crying by Tuesday, I promise you. So
Обнімашки.
oh, he told me to give you a hug. He said, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right, let me
Я
finish this
тобі
up.
переведу те, що він казав.
No, I'm alright, I need the exercise.
Yeah, because I'm trying to translate
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you guys
Please,
are
guys.
pushing because you know he's boring getting his
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
start to play Tetris. I don't know. So I will translate it later. Right?
Yeah,
I remember.
I remember Tojo. Tojo, I'm speaking both languages. Okay, listen. Jania, anything you want to say there? Hop in, make sure you're in the frame. You're a hero too, buddy.
Guys, thank you.
Wait a second.
Oh,
There, you're there.
Yeah, thank you. I have no much words. Here is, I would say, representatives of the best people who are staying here in Ukraine with Ukrainians all the way, and on Ukrainian roads, with Ukrainian realities, with sometimes not just a pleasant pictures and a pleasant experience, but standing together. So thank you very much for you, for them, and for help. Thank you.
And I'll say this. This will be my last statement, and then we're gonna give Fish.
Just a big thank to,
Yeah.
to Pierre, who's been taking photos. And
Pierre is
doing
over
that.
here off the camera helping Johnny. And listen, this team we have here with Jania and myself and Johnny and Pierre, this is like a match made in heaven.
You won't succeed.
I'm going to succeed. When I get Pete and me on you, you're in trouble, buddy. But listen, it's just beautiful. We just
Amen, bro.
Amen, bro. Okay, I got Pierre. Amen. You take the offering. Okay, listen. Listen, in all seriousness, it's really a good team, and you know, we're very close. And it's very dangerous here, but you see the joy, and I hope that's sharing something with you guys as well. I want to give big thank you tonight to the mods. So I'm watching everything, guys, and tonight's a really goofy setup, and I can't see everything, but I can tell you this: I know we're being trolled tonight heavily, and the mods have done a phenomenal job. I am now learning that I'm going to have to add a few more mods because I can see that maybe they're getting overwhelmed. So they've taken care of everything, and I want to say to all the mods, thank you very much, especially tonight. I guess it was have fun tonight. In
They're
my
out in
chat.
force. at the
Oh,
moment.
they're rolling tonight. They know where we're at. You're the last guy with the last statement to the world.
Скажи щось світу.
Whatever you want to say.
Завершуєш цей ефір, щось побажаєш світу, всім людям у світі, хто тут і зараз дивиться, з різних куточків.
Я виріс, такий мультик у нас був. Ребята, давайте жити дружно. Пам'ятаєш? Кот Леопольд. Там було дві миші, які бились
I
постійно.
remember from my child age.
І
All
був
right,
кіт,
just let him finish. I want to make sure they.
інтелігенція така, інтелігенція кіт. І він завжди приходив і казав: ребята, давайте жити дружно. Ну, якби, напевно, це хочеться сказати. Ми все одно ми залишаємося людьми, ми залишаємося носіями деяких цінностей людських. І, напевно, потрібно робити більше добра. Є все.
I remember from my
Все
child age that the cartoon movie with that mice and in a cat.
Tom and Jerry.
No,
No? Okay.
it's Soviet version.
Oh, Soviet version of it.
Okay.
I'm old man.
So, and there were a phrase, hey guys, let's live a friend, let's have a friendship. Let's live the friendship way. So this is my wish to all of us here. And in any situation we experiencing different situation in our life, and we are carriers of human values, and let's be kind to each other.
Let's be kind to each other. Well said. So guys, thank you for being here tonight. We will do this as often as we can together on this, whether it's my channel or we'll be on Johnny's channel, or maybe we can push it to both as we get into what tonight's really tight. So we have to be very careful with what we do technologically speaking. Set up nothing. Just there's a phone right there we're talking into and a phone here. I'm reading the chat and everything's offline other than connecting. So Thank you.
kind to each other, and continue doing good things.
Yes.
More good, kind things. That's
I just want to run my fingers through his beard.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Kind to each other.
Amazing beard.
And keep doing the right things. And as we close out tonight, we're gonna
борода в тебе крута.
we're gonna Johnny. Listen, I'm telling you, we're family here. It's all yours. Like, don't mess with that guy. Hey guys, thank you for being here. We'll see you more later, and we love you from Ukraine. Slava Ukraina.
Героям
слава!
слава, да.
Good night, everybody.
There it is.
Fucking awesome.
There it is.
And Pierre.
There it is. And Pierre. All right, bye, guys. How do I turn this off?